All right, so Brandon Royval first fought for the title late in 2023. He was game against Alexandre Pantoja, but he was not the better man. He talked a lot about patience going into that fight, and that has not been a staple of the career of Brandon Royval. At one point, I called him the most electric man in MMA. He is as offensive a fighter as we have in this sport. That is his bread and butter. He's got to get back to that here tonight. If he can beat this guy, a lot of people believe the UFC might turn him around quickly and get him right back into a title fight. Easier said than done, though, in terms of passing this particular challenge against this opponent here tonight. Always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighters. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Well, there has already been a lot of UFC history here at Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, more where that came from tonight, and we are ready to go with two of the best athletes in the sport. And now our tail of the tape for this flyweight tilt. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Brandon Royval. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Kai.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here as we get a look at the former LFA flyweight champion, now UFC flyweight contender Brandon Royval, arguably the most exciting fighter in this division. He has had a lot of submission wins pile up of late, and he believes even though he has the grappling advantage in this matchup, he wants to showcase his boxing here tonight. And if you know Royval, he's pretty stubborn. He's probably going to throw some hands. Misses with the left hook. Oh, beautiful counter on the uppercut. Perfectly timed.
Those are big strikes.
Well, it's one thing to have length. It's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Royval. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Leg kick lands. Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. I have a novel idea. Maybe the opponent should try to check one of these.
He's got to try to check it, but he can't, John, because there's no windup. Yeah. There's no tell. And when he feels his opponent is getting a beat on his leg kicks, he'll just pop a jab up. Get the hands up to block the face, blast the leg kick on the bottom. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that is so diverse and has such a great understanding of landing these leg kicks.
Oh! Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. Oh, the switch kick now. Oh, you got to start to look to finish him now. All right, well, the calf kick has been a priority, and now his opponent is bruised in that area.
It's all in the game plan, John. They had a game plan to come out there and beat that lead leg up, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Oh, really good job by him there to raise the guard, DC, and block those shots coming his way.
He does a great job of blocking all incoming strikes. They're so evenly matched. They're going tit for tat. Devastating body kick land. Lands that beautiful jab.
Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight. Jeez, you can hear that.
Royval's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Nice 1-2 there. Royval gets caught by that straight hand.
Over and over, same story. Punch after punch to the head.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he's still standing after taking that point.
All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Royval's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there.
Nice punch to the head.
And he lands that side kick. Gets on the feet. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Oh, huge left. Oh, big shots exchanged in the pocket there.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true. Oh, he's in trouble. 2 minutes to go in the round. The 1-2 punch is true. All right, so you can see some swelling on the facial region now as his opponent lands yet another strike, and that one was clean.
I mean, this guy is so clean with his striking. He knows exactly what he wants to accomplish, and he does a great job of doing just that.
Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation. Oh, again.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression.
Oh, he just hurt him. He just hurt him. Oh, my goodness.
Well, that'll quiet the storm. Shot blocked by Royval. Oh, that is some power shots landing on both sides. And the chins continue to hold up.
Left hook right hand.
Back to his feet.
That one landed clean.
10 minutes in the can. Heading back to the corner now after a competitive round. And Royval's eye has looked a whole lot better, DC. We'll see what the cut man can do to sort of stem the tide with the swelling, but if he's not able to get it to come down, that eye could swell shut. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Nice jab. Slips to avoid the run. Back to the feet now. Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. All right, with that, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 58 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Kai!
Well, what a win for that young man tonight by TKO. And if the judges were looking at their phones, it's okay. We don't need the scorecards tonight.
We don't need your scorecards. Do as you may, proceed as you may, because this guy knew that he had to finish this fight. That's exactly what he did. He got his opponent hurt, found the follow-up shot, and got the finish.